Hey boys and girls, I'm Mr. Vodka, and today we are going to be looking at the Nintendo Labo VR kit. So just a couple days ago, Nintendo invited me down to New York City to be one of the very first in the world to try out the brand new Nintendo Labo VR kit. This Labo kit is hands down the best of the four and is going to revolutionize gaming in the classroom, especially by inspiring an entire new generation of game developers, programmers, and computer scientists. So that's enough waffling for now. Let's start off by looking right into the 6 different Toy-Cons you'll find in the VR kit. All of the games and experiences in the Nintendo Labo VR kit are designed to be shareable, fun, and social. By alternating turns, everyone in the room can watch and enjoy players' reactions and join in on the fun. Some games even allow players who aren't looking into the Toy-Con VR goggles to interact with the on-screen experience. For example, if one person is exploring the in-game ocean and taking photos with the Toy-Con camera, another person in the room can wear the Toy-Con snorkel. There are 6 different Toy-Cons in this kit. First off are the VR goggles. I'll be talking a lot more about this in the VR Plaza and the VR Garage later, but let's now focus on the Toy-Con camera. We got to see 2 particular games with this Toy-Con camera. First, we got to dive into the deep blue virtual sea and complete objectives like taking photos of the sea life. The ocean was filled with surprises, like there was a mermaid hanging out in one section, or I could see a lighthouse if I went all the way up to one top area and I popped out of the water, a lighthouse appeared. Also, with the Toy-Con camera, there was this house game that interacted with that creature that lives in the Variety Kit house. The next Toy-Con up is the Blaster. The first game that we got to play with the Toy-Con Blaster was an on-rail shooter where you had to defend Earth from an alien invasion. No matter where you were looking, aliens were popping out and you were encouraged to shoot as many as you could. The higher the score, the better your performance. There were even different types of rockets like homing missiles. You could even do bullet time. The other Toy-Con Blaster game that was hilarious that I can't wait to get my hands on because we only got a little sneak peek of it was the Hippo game. I believe they called the Hippo game Kablasta, where you are encouraged to challenge a friend to competitive hippo feeding. Yes, hippo feeding. In this game, you fling different types of fruit towards the hippos to lure them to your side of the pool and try to score the most points. It is hilarious to see people play this game in action. The next Toy-Con I want to talk about is the bird. We got to soar through the sky on a bird's back, collecting items and helping baby birds hatch along the way. When using the Toy-Con bird, players can flap its wings, but a tap of the Toy-Con wind pedal delivers a surprisingly strong puff of air to the player as the bird in the game gets an extra boost of speed. Speaking of speed, there's a whole nother game within the bird section where it's a race. You race against other birds and you have to use the wind pedal and the bird flapping wings to try to time your flaps perfectly so that you can be the fastest bird of them all. Now I have saved the best Toy-Con for last because even though the Blaster is the most fun, there's no doubt that the Toy-Con Elephant is my favorite Toy-Con of them all. The reason the Elephant is my favorite Toy-Con is because of the Doodle game, or as I like to call it, the Bob Ross experience. In this Doodle software with the Elephant Toy-Con, you can create colorful 3D artwork by moving the trunk of the elephant through the air, using various in-game tools and styles to bring your artwork and creation to life. Once finished, you can then show off your masterpiece to the TV by docking your Nintendo Switch. And an additional multiplayer game lets you take turns drawing and guessing each other person's drawings. But that's not all that the elephant can do. There was a whole nother game that looked exactly like Marble Run. In this game, you had to try to complete physics puzzles by using various objects to guide marbles through rings. You can even create puzzles out of your own to challenge your friends or family. Okay, so that is all of the different Toy-Cons that you will find in this VR kit. But what if I told you that that's not even the greatest part of this entire experience? That this kit has something you haven't even heard of. that is going to blow your mind. Well, ladies and gentlemen, it's 100% true, and it's called the VR Plaza. Now, from what I understand, the VR Plaza is linked with the VR Garage, and the possibilities of what you can do in this plaza is absolutely endless. In the VR Plaza, we got to try 64 different bite-sized games and experiences that were in the VR Plaza, including platformers like Mario and puzzlers like Tetris. There was a game in there that was like soccer and foosball combined together. Another thing that blew my mind is that these games can be played not in VR. You can have it set up so that it's just in 2D. Every single experience. So if you have a really young child that is maybe sensitive to the different VR motions, you can have it so that they're looking at a regular screen and don't get that motion sickness experience. There are 2 programming tools that are included with the Nintendo Labo VR kit software. The Toy-Con Garage is the tool that's returning from the previous kits and optimized for this kit's Toy-Con creations. Toy-Con Garage VR is the new tool that allows players to create their own VR games and experiences. In fact, Toy-Con Garage VR is the tool that the development team used to create everything in the VR Plaza. Players can even import VR Plaza games into their Toy-Con Garage VR mode to discover how they work, customize their experiences, or use them as inspiration to create a completely new game. So in other words, the Toy-Con Garage VR and the VR Plaza is the mic drop from Nintendo about this entire kit. When I heard about these new programming tools, my jaw was on the floor. I went straight to Sam and Camille and said, wait a minute. You're telling me that this new Toy-Con Garage VR mode is going to allow students to become game programmers and designers all within the Nintendo Switch. This Toy-Con Garage VR, this programming tool, it's going to inspire kids that are as young as kindergartners to want to be game designers, and it's going to give them the confidence that they can do it. Because now we have the tools to show the students, look, this is how they did it. The games that you're playing, this is exactly how they designed it. The simple if-then command system. There are going to be entire college, high school classes devoted specifically to Labo VR, where they teach students how to design and develop their own games. We played a game that was literally Smash Brothers in that VR Plaza that they had created specifically using this Labo VR Toy-Con Garage. The possibilities are endless. I can't wait for the world to see what this Toy-Con Garage VR, the VR Plaza, this entire software is going to do to gamers that are also educators and teachers and want to inspire others to create and follow their passion. I can't thank Nintendo enough for inviting me to this event and for listening to what we were asking in that Nintendo Labo classroom pilot through the Institute of Play. They asked our opinions on how we could utilize this in our classrooms, integrate it with our curriculum, and be as successful as possible. They took our ideas and absolutely integrated it into Labo VR. This is a dream come true. I apologize if I am just a little bit excited. I saw a glimpse of the future and I can't wait to get my hands on it some more. So as you guys have seen, Nintendo Labo VR is changing the game. There is so much that you can do now in the Labo VR Garage. You can literally make any game. If you can think it, you can create it. So if you're interested in learning more about Nintendo Labo VR, make sure you hit that subscribe button and don't forget to work hard, play hard, and I'll catch you guys next time.